my name is Elise Sanderson, and these are my audience members, Emily Stadler, Riley Tuesnot, and Nathan Morrill. Did you know that 22,000 kids die each day due to poverty? We may know many things about poverty, however, there are some facts that I would like for you to know. For example, according to Mark Rink, most Americans will live in poverty for at least 1 year of their life. I grew up in a town where I saw poverty in many places. This includes the community that I lived in and the communities that surrounded me. This influenced me to read more about poverty so I can teach you as well. Poverty is an ongoing problem that needs a lot of things to fix it. So today I will be telling you about what leads to poverty, domestic poverty, and world poverty. Poverty is defined as when someone is unable to meet the basic necessities. For example, food and shelter. According to consensus.org, there are 9 major leading causes to poverty. Today, I will be telling you about 2 of those causes. The first one is the inadequate access to food and water. This means that people will often take hours a day walking to the nearest water source. These hours could have been spent working, which means they cannot work as much as they would have normally been able to, and they cannot make as much money. Another reason this affects them is that the inadequate access to healthy food and clean water means that the people themselves are not as healthy and many times are unable to work. This creates a cyclical problem that makes it hard for people to get out of poverty. Another major cause to poverty is the lack of access to jobs. Many people who do live in poverty live in rural areas where work is far away. This means that the people need to choose between work and staying home. Now we know what leads to poverty, we can better understand world poverty as a whole. Poverty rates have lowered to only 10% of people living in poverty as of 2015. This is a really good thing, however, 10% of the world's population is still millions of people. East Asia and Europe have recently reduced their poverty rate to 3%. However, in Middle East and North Africa, regions have been below 3% before, but due to conflicts in Syria and Yemen, their rates have now increased in 2015. World poverty is both lowering and raising. However, domestic poverty does have a battle of its own. Domestic poverty has been lowering since as recently as 2015. In 2005, the average income for the top 1% of household incomes rose $102,000. However, the bottom 90% of income rose only $205. And according to economists Thomas and Rickety and Emmanuel Savas, this is a major problem. Consensus data of 2006 showed that 1 in 8 Americans live under the federal poverty line, and 1/3 of them are children, and 3.4 million of them are ages 65 and older. This means that poverty can affect everyone, no matter the age. There are differences between global and domestic poverty that really can affect the poverty as a whole. Both play a role in the overall poverty issue that surrounds us today, and it affects millions of people every day around the world. Today, I have spoken to you about what leads to poverty, domestic poverty, and world poverty as a whole. I hope that you have learned about facts about poverty that help you to motivate you and fight against it. Again, these are my audience members, Emily Stadler, Riley Tuesnot, and Nathan Morrill. Thank you.